just want everyone to know.
I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world.
I just want everyone to know.
There we go. Finally. I don't know what the hell happened. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Cap Nation Live. Saturday, the 15th of January. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Finally here at home, my lord. Getting all the bugs and the kinks worked out after coming back yesterday. And, Jesus, Jiminy Crickets. Everything's going haywire today. What is going on, everybody? Shane, Rich, Scott K, Jesus, Nathan, Fast Freddy in the house, KD, Mr. Keith Davis himself. What's going on, everybody? Pack, what's going on? Michael, good morning. Bradley Johnson, good morning. Shapendi, good morning. Shane Johnson, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Good morning to everybody else tuning in. Mr. Temple, what's going on, brother? How are you? Man, what a day. What a day today. Crazy day. Let me tell you, the wind is fucking howling. And tonight, the Coyotes should not be howling. I do have tickets tonight in the DraftKings suite at the Coyotes game, so me and my little one will be attending that game. That should be fun. Be nice if shit actually worked this morning. Nothing's working this morning. What is going on? Mr. Brackens, good morning. Chef Bayer in the house, good morning. Nathan, you got nasal issues? Man, I got all kinds of issues. And then add in the fact there's like 50-mile-an-hour winds today, and it is going absolutely crazy outside. Before I left the house this morning, man, I got patio furniture in the neighbor's yard. A giant chair went flying into the back corner. You name it. Shit's going crazy. But anyways, nonetheless, we're here. We're ready to go. You know, we're rolling off of a Game of the Week winner last night on the Suns. Congrats to everybody there. Not only did we have that, but we had the soccer Game of the Week yesterday on Borussia Dortmund. Laying 1.5 and 2. They win 5-1. So, it was a nice day yesterday. Now, Memphis kind of like let us down late in the evening. But, nonetheless, it was still a big day. Yeah, Ronald Coyotes definitely tried to pull off the win yesterday. By the way, thank you for the comment as well on the YouTube video. I just read that right now. The congestion, I thought, was going to be completely gone today. And then the wind came. Talk, it sucked as a coach. Ronald says, you sound 99% better today. I sound way better today than I did yesterday. That is a fact. And I think I would sound normal had I not had to be out in the wind for about an hour and a half this morning fixing shit up. Ronald, I screwed around with that, and I typed in 5,000, and I believe it was accepting my bet. Now, I didn't take it. Not yet anyways. I might throw something on it for fun. But I haven't. Is it really at 14.5 right now? It is at 14.5, because if they'll allow 5,000, I'll put 5,000 on it. I just typed in 3,700 for fun. It's now at 14. Or 14.5. It says max limit supply. We're frozen. Thank you. I will get that fixed. Okay, the max wager is $25.27. Max wager limit reached. The bet cannot be placed as the limit has been reached. Max bet at $25.27 to win $48.24 as your total payout. I tried to do 5,000 to see if it would go through. And once you bet it, I'm going to see if it'll let me rebet it. Max bet is 0. So once you bet it once, that's it. Max bet, unfortunately. I tried. So for everybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, DraftKings has a hammer the over in the Patriots game. Every 5,000 people that bet the over, it drops at 0.5 point. It is already down to 14.5, and they're like 2,700 more bets away from getting it down to 14. I had attempted to put in 5,000 thinking that it would tell me that your max bet is this. Well, it didn't let me. Until I put in the bet and hit submit, and then it says, boop, nope, sorry, not happening. You suck. It's not happening. Marlo, good morning. Blaze Town fans, what's going on? Says, yep, free $25 is all they're giving. Yeah, it's definitely a cool promo. I mean, it's a free $25, which is way below my normal wager. But hey, I will take it. I will definitely take it. Yeah, the total's gone under if you're talking about the Patriots game. But the total's at 14.5 for the little promo, so. Uh-oh, hold on. Please don't start that. I had that yesterday. And I sneezed for like 20 minutes straight. Uh-oh, here we go. Let's hope that that's not the case. No, it's a promo on DraftKings. For every 5,000 bettors, the total's dropping 0.5 point. It's down to 14.5. I consider that free money. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. All right, so I got to reset this computer. Everything's going haywire. Yeah, Shane, Bills win 7-6, right? 6-3 final. 3-0. Some stupid 5-3 game. And they just clean up $25 on 100,000 bettors. That would be classic. It gets down to 9.5 and it's a 6-3 final. I could totally see that. All right, so while this computer's resetting, today's agenda, we're going to take a look at some of the NFL plays. Now, we've got plays on some of the sides or totals, so we're not going to be able to give you everything on those, but we're going to take a look at them. We're going to take a look at some good college basketball as well and see what we can do to put you guys on. Now I got the hiccups. Some winners today. Because you guys are definitely deserving of some winners. Michigan State losing halfway through the first half. Actually, they just regained the lead with a 3. It's now 17-5. Marquette winning 25-18, and Texas Tech tied up 11 minutes in, 11 all. Hopefully, we don't get no upsets in those two games. Hopefully, they pull their heads out of their asses and start playing some ball. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. One second here. And we'll be ready to rock and roll. Michigan Live for the first half is -5.5. I kind of like that. I think they're up by 4 now. I think they just made another bucket. Yeah, Jesus, FC is coming on. I've been trying to get FC to start giving out some of his other plays because, I'll be honest, the man is pretty good at what he does, not just in MMA, but in some college hoops as well. Maybe one day I'll be able to get him to pull the trigger and start giving us some of his plays. Because he throws them at me every now and then. And he don't play a lot. He might play 1 game a day, 2 games a day at times. But he's rock solid as well. All right. But yeah, FC will be on the program here in a little bit. We're going to bring him on. We're going to break down some college hoops, break down some NFL, and all of that stuff. We're going to see what kind of damage we can do today. Give me 1 second. Let's see something here. All right. Pack, you just got Michigan State minus 2.5 first half. Nice. I mean, the way that they're playing, like a bag of ass. I mean, they're down 2 right now. Unless they sink this 3. No. Nice hustle. There's definitely a lot of games today. There's definitely a lot of games today. That is for sure. And if you wait, we might be able to get Michigan State at plus money. KD, you're waiting to watch the Tennessee-Kentucky game? Very nice, very nice. All right, so I'm going to pop everything up. We're going to take a look at the NFL first, then we'll jump into college hoops. Hold on 1 second, guys. I got to clear out my old sinuses. Give me 1 second. All right, we're back. I had to clear that out. Pax says maybe fired too early, right? At this rate, we can probably hang tight and get him at plus money in the first half. With our luck. Let me log into the NFL side. There we go. It finally opened for me. And we'll see what we can do. Texas Tech up 2, 15-13 on K-State. All right, just waiting for everything to load, and then once it loads, we will fire right into it. Just waiting for everything to... Everything's super slow today. Everything is painfully slow. There we go. Open that PDF. Yeah, Marquette playing good. Excuse me. Texas Tech on a nice little run, up 18-13. All right, let me open up this. That way we'll be ready for college hoops when we jump right into it. All right, without further ado. Yeah, Tech is getting it going. Can definitely use some Michigan State love, tying up the game there 21-all. Can definitely use a couple stops and a bucket, but Northwestern knocking down a 3. Woo! Woo! By the way, UFC tonight. While I get everything up and running, don't forget UFC tonight, $29.99 for the full fight card. $25 for the max fight pick. Yeah, we probably should have hung tight on Michigan State because they're playing like a bag of ass. Michigan State playing like a bag of ass. Live right now, they're only laying 6.5. They were laying 7.5 for the full game, so they did take away. I don't see a first half line anymore. Not on DraftKings, at least. I'm sure it'll pop back up here shortly. Down 1 with a nice little Shane says Texas Tech under looks good. Yeah, so far definitely trending towards the under. All right, so jumping into the NFL, we're going to take a look at that Raiders and Bengals game. And see what we can come up with. By the way, I put out a daily free play on this one. If you haven't watched that video, you'll want to. Michigan's going to have to do something about stopping those threes. Just a fact. Mike, welcome back on board. Thanks for jumping on board the combo package. Glad to have you back on board, brother. Glad to have you back on board. By the way, the combo package is back for everybody that doesn't know. A week of premium plays, a week of my personal plays. Yes, you get a week of both. Guaranteed Saturday tonight. UFC Max Fight Pick tonight. NFL Sunday Guarantee Play tomorrow. All of that good stuff. All of that good stuff. Guaranteed Saturday. Man, I am definitely ready for another big day. All right, so line on the Raiders in the Bengals game. Raiders coming in +6. Yeah, never as I did. I'll reply to it later, but they've already added everything up, and the numbers on your side are still missing more than the 3 that you say. +6 on the Raiders. Total sitting at 48.5. First half number, Raiders plus the 3.5. Over and under 23.5. Raiders a +165 money line favorite for the first half, +212 for the full game, -252 for the Bengals on the money line. First quarter numbers, Raiders +0.5, Bengals laying the half. Over and under set at 9.5 in the first half. First quarter. 9.5 is the Raiders' first half team total. And that number's moving since we put out that play. Overall first half number for the Bengals. Bengals individual team total for the first half is sitting at 13.5 at BetOnline. I've seen 10.5 at DraftKings this morning. Shane says, I really think the Bengals win today. Pax says they're just trading theirs now. Well, hopefully the final 4+ minutes, Michigan State can get on a little run for us. You know what I mean? Be nice to see a little run by Michigan State because Tech's doing their job. Now, I will tell you this. when you take a look, because I have access to a consensus report, excuse me, that shows me a lot of high-profile individuals in the sports betting industry, and it shows me where most people are going with this game. And here's one thing that I see. Everybody and their mother and their cousins and their aunties and their TTs are riding the Bengals. Bengals money line, Bengals spread, you name it, they're rolling with the Bengals. Is the way that it seems. A lot of people rolling with the Bengals. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. We're going to have to take a look at the numbers and see what we do. Paris' Raiders win this game. Raiders 10-7 on the year, 8-9 against the spread, 8-9 to the over. The Bengals 10-7 straight up, 10-6-1 against the spread, 8-1 to the over. Bengals coming off a loss to the Browns, 21-16 in Week 18 of a do-nothing game. Raiders, winning 4 straight, beating the Browns, the Broncos, the Colts, and in a game that should have tied, Chargers. The Bengals, 10-2 against the spread, against the Raiders, including a 5-1 straight up and 6-0 against the spread in their last 6. But the Bengals are 10-2 against the spread against the Raiders. Goes even deeper than that. You can find a 7-1 against the spread. The Raiders are just 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games on the road, after a close straight-up win of 3 points or less. Bengals 13-2 to the over in their last 15 games at home against limited mistake offenses, averaging less than 1.5 turnovers per game. That would be the Raiders. Let's take a look at that Raiders offense. They average 22 points a game compared to the 27.1 of the Bengals. Raiders averaging just 95 yards a game on the ground, 3.9 yards per carry. Very similar numbers to the Bengals, who average just 102 on the ground at 4 yards per carry. The average is roughly the same. Passing yards are fairly similar. 269 a game for Derek Carr and the Raiders. 259 for the Bengals. Bengals averaging 7.9 yards per passing attempt compared to the 7.3 of the Raiders. Let's hone in and take a look at the defenses. Bengals defense average giving up is just 22.1 points per game. 25.8 for the Raiders. The Raiders D gives up 114 yards a game on the ground at 4.2 yards per carry. While the Bengals are giving up 12 yards less per game, they average defending 3 less rushing plays a game and only give up 102. However, their yards per run average that they give up is a tenth of a yard more at 4.3. Very similar defenses on every stretch of the field, except in turnovers. Those passing defenses, Raiders give up 223 a game at 6.3 yards per pass. The Bengals give up more than that, 25 yards a game more at 248, and a near half a yard average per play more at 6.7. The big difference is in the turnovers. Give me 1 second, folks. Give me one quick second. But yes, the big difference is in the turnovers. At -9. Sorry, not -9. We're looking at something different. Well, it is 9, but it's a 9 turnover differential in favor of the Raiders. The Raiders ended up 9 turnovers ahead. Compared to the Bengals that ended up even Steven on the year. Give me one second. I'm checking somebody's account real quick. Just got to check something. One quick second. I do apologize. Once, I apologize. All right. Should be done here in 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. What's the... Hey, Zeus, send me a text and remind me what the free Sunday play is. Shane says, Carr's due for a bad game. The Raiders have played well lately, but it ends. I think turnovers are a big key for the Raiders today. If they can play mistake-free offense and do what they do on defense, they'll have a fighting chance. But I think... Oh, you're playing? I was going to say... The Raiders, in order to have a good shot, I think, as I said in the daily free play video, it's imperative they jump out to a fast and early start. I think it's a must. That's why in the daily free play video I put out the Raiders team total over 9.5. Because regardless of what happens in that game overall for the full game, the Raiders need to jump out to an early start. Plain and simple. Not just on defense, but on points. Because Joe Burrow is going to put up points on them. Plain and simple. We already know that. So it's going to be imperative that the Raiders score quick and early. As Jesus said and somebody else said a little bit ago, please do hit the thumbs up button. You guys are definitely lacking. So Raiders team total over 9.5 in the first half. I already put that one out for you guys. All right? We already put that one out in the daily free play video. As far as the full game over, I can see why this one goes under. I can also plead a case and say why this game goes over the total. I can plead a case for either or. Alex says Raiders make 7 field goals today to win. That would be classic. That would definitely be classic. Give me 1 second here. Alrighty. Blazetown fan says, I tried the under 48.5. You know, it's probably a solid bet. And Pack, by the way, we got a first half loser on Michigan State. They're playing like a bag of ass. They're down by 4 with a minute to go. Any COVID news? Watch CNN. As far as the side of the game, if you want to know, you got to get on board because we've got something on the side. But moving along to the next game, because the next game is definitely an interesting one. The last meeting, the Patriots won 33-21. Before that, they lost 14-10. They lost at home, won on the road. Patriots have already won in Buffalo this year. Let's take a look at the numbers. Pack says they'll have a better second half. They better. They're down, 6 already? They can't stop them. Outside or down low. They better walk off the court with a bucket and a stop. As far as the Patriots and the Bills go, because we're going to roll through this one quick. We've got more plays on this one as well, so if you want to know, you'll have to get on board. Patriots number plus 4.5. Bills laying 4.5. Over and under is down to 43 minus $1.15. First half numbers, Patriots plus the 3, over and under set at 21.5. First quarter numbers, over and under 7.5 in that first quarter. Rookie jitters in the first quarter or what? Over and under 7.5. It's actually plus money. As far as individual team totals in the first half, Patriots sitting at 9.5. Bills at 13 at plus money, plus 100. Patriots full game total sitting at 19.5, 24.5, minus 105 for the Bills. Taking a look at that same consensus report, and I hate to say it, but everybody is on the Patriots. So many riding the Patriots today that actually makes it a little scary. Patriots finished 10-7 on the year, straight up 10-7 against the spread, 9-8 to the over. Bills 11-6 straight up, 10-7 against the spread, 8-9 to the over. Bills have won 4 straight games, beating the Jets, the Falcons, the Patriots, and the Panthers. Patriots have just won 1 out of their last 4 games. They lost to Miami 33-24 in a do-nothing game. They beat Jacksonville in an embarrassing 50-10 win. They had 2 straight losses, one against the Bills and one against the Colts, where they were outscored 33-21 and 27-17. Before that, they rattled off, they had that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight wins, beating the Jets, Chargers, Panthers, the Browns, the Falcons, the Titans, and the Bills, all in that 7-game stretch. Patriots 12-3 against the spread their last 15 games on the road against Buffalo. Patriots 8-2 to the under. Their last 10 games against solid defensive teams, allowing less than 20 points per game. Let's talk about both these defense. Both these defense give up in the 17-point range. 17 for the Bills and 17.8 for the Patriots. Bills leading the charge with the run defense, giving up just 110 a game on the ground at 4.2 yards per carry. Patriots, 124 game on the ground at 4.5 yards per carry is what they give up. Passing defenses both showing out stingy. Bills giving up 163 a game in the air at 5.2 yards per passing attempt. Patriots just giving up 187, 24 yards a game more at 5.9 yards per passing attempt, 0.7 of a yard more. Turnovers. Patriots ended the year at +7. The Bills ended +8. When it comes to those mighty offenses, let's first note that Bill Belichick and the Patriots are 15-3 overall in their last 18 games against the spread in Buffalo since 2004. And 7-1 in the last 8. Granted, almost all of those are with Brady. The 2 meetings last year, the Bills whooped up on the Patriots. Taking a look at those offensive numbers. Again, very similar numbers in many aspects of not just the defense, turnovers, offense as well. Point scoring. Pats scoring 27.2 points per game on average, 28.4 for the Bills. Bills leading the charge with that run offense, averaging 130 yards a game on the ground at 4.8 yards every time they run the ball. Patriots average 127 a game at 4.4 yards per carry. They run the ball less, they run the ball more, and they average 0.4 of a yard less. Very similar numbers. Passing game. The Bills average 252 in the air at 6.5 yards per passing attempt. The Patriots average 227 a game in the air. So 25 yards less per game in the air. However, their average is 0.7 of a yard more at 7.2 yards per passing attempt. Very, very similar numbers. If you want to know what we're on for the side, you have to get on board. As far as the total goes, I've got to say, I can go either direction. I can plead a case while the game stays under, and I can plead a case why it goes over. So I'm going to pass on the total on this one. Interesting numbers. I was looking at, they just turned it off probably to fix it. DraftKings had the second half of Michigan State laying 5.5, which would give them the win because they're down 5 at the half. Minus $1.15. Then they actually had the full game money line minus $1.60. That went away. Now they actually have the second half money line minus 385. But I'm curious to see if they bring back these numbers. Who said it? I just seen it. Shane says, I think USC takes care of Oregon today. Be careful. Oregon just had UCLA's number. Both those teams, other than Mobley, play very similar. Penny, no, I didn't enter the contest on Bet Online. I haven't had any time. Okay, so that number is back. Second half minus 5.5, minus $1.15, and they took it away again. It's honestly the best bet if it comes back. Do I like Wolford today? Never even looked at it. All right, so moving into some college hoops. We'll jump into some early college hoops, do a few games there, and see what we can come up with. Oh, second half, they just bumped it to 7.5, the rat bastards. They're playing games with us. You know, we're sitting here waiting. Sean says the second half is at 8. DraftKings keeps playing around with it at 5.5. If it pops up at 5.5, I'm betting it. All right, so jumping into some college hoops. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. Nope, it's still shut out. Pack minus 180 money line. DraftKings was flirting with minus $1.60, but it's frozen right now. All right, moving into some college hoops. And we'll send you guys on your merry way. We just are running a little late, missing that start of that Tennessee and Kentucky game. Let's take a look at that Kansas and West Virginia game. Kansas laying 12 against West Virginia. We're going to pop that one up next. See what we can do there. West Virginia 13-2 on the year for the Mountaineers. Minus 7.5 is back. In the first half, nothing. Minus 160 for the full game. I took the money line for the full game. Rather than 7.5 minus $1.20. West Virginia 13-2. Their only losses come by way at Texas, losing 74-59 at Marquette back in November, losing by 11, 82-71. They just most recently beat Oklahoma State in Kansas in their last two games. Sorry, Kansas State. Kansas, on the other hand, 13-2 for the Jayhawks. Just beat up Iowa State by 1, 62-61. They're 2-1 in conference play, and that one is to Texas Tech, who they just lost 75-67 to last Saturday in a big game there. They've got wins over Oklahoma State, George Mason, Nevada, Stephen F. Austin, Missouri, UTEP, St. John's, Iona. They lost to Dayton 74-73 on a neutral site tournament game they probably shouldn't have lost to. Wins over North Texas, Stony Brook, Tarleton State, and a big 13-point victory in the beginning of the season against Michigan State. Other than that, they've got a lot of do-nothing, gimme games mixed in. What can we expect with these two matchups? The battle of 13-2 and 13-2. Bob Huggins Bill Self, what to expect in this one with these two coaches. West Virginia, they average 49% from the field. They average 32% from three-point range. Very subpar number. They average 49.6% shooting overall. They're still somehow 13-2. But I think a lot of it has to do with the likes of playing Oakland, Pittsburgh, Elon, Clemson, Eastern Kentucky, Radford, UConn, Kent State, UAB, Youngstown State. Their only competition, you'd have to say, was Oklahoma State. They're going to be in for a test today. The Mountaineers are going to be in for a big test today. I mean, hell, West Virginia only hit 66% from the charity stripe. Kansas, they've got the 5th best offense based on adjusted efficiencies, the 36th best defense based on adjusted efficiencies. They knocked down 56.6% from the field overall. They're a smidge under 37% from, out deep from three-point range. They convert 57.3% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. And they're a, 71% free throw shooting team? In their 3 conference play games, they're hitting free throws at a rate of 79.2%. So we can stick that in their pipe and smoke it, right? Now, Kansas comes in laying 12. For every good reason. 2 foul participation, both teams don't participate. West Virginia, 7.9%, 5.9% for Kansas. Height advantage, maybe a tad bit on average for players coming out of West Virginia. Nothing to write home about. Offensive advantage, Kansas. The fact that West Virginia in 15 games is hitting 66% from the charity stripe. However, in conference play, where they're 2-1, their conference play free throw numbers in the 3 games have been phenomenal, 84%. West Virginia has played a very, 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 very weak schedule. Last year, they lost 91-79, Kansas, that is, to West Virginia. They also beat them 79-65 at home and lost on the road in that big loss. Playing at home for the Jayhawks at the Allen Fieldhouse, 16,300 potential fans. 36th toughest place to play in Division I. As far as this game goes, I lean towards Kansas, but I don't think I'm going to bet it. I lean towards Kansas laying the 12, but I'm not going to bet it. West Virginia has definitely had a weak schedule, but I'm still not going to bet it. Okay? Jumping into the Delaware and Hofstra game. That is coming up next. We'll pop that one up. We'll take a gander at this 4 o'clock Eastern time matchup, where Delaware comes in +5, 102, -102. Hofstra laying 5, -$1.18. Delaware 11-5 on the year with 2 straight wins. Beating Drexel and Charleston, they're 2-1 in conference play. Their only loss was to UNC Wilmington out of the Colonial Athletic Association. Hofstra 9-7 on the year. 1-2 in conference play, with their only win coming by way of James Madison. They lost to Towson in their last game on Tuesday. They lost 78-66. We're going to wrap through this one quick because I believe the line is wrong in this one. Delaware hitting 53.3% from the field compared to the 52.7% of Hofstra. Delaware, the better 3-ball shooting team, knocking down 34.4% compared to the 33.7%. So very similar numbers there. Both convert 54% of all their 2-point plays. Both are excellent drop in the free throws, 78.9% for Hofstra, 77.1% for Delaware. Both defenses, subpar. Delaware finds themselves in the 2 foul participation 42% of the time, compared to 8.4% for Hofstra. So there is a definite distinct advantage in the first half for Hofstra. Hofstra's first half number is 3. 3 minus $1.10. Now, I don't see an official first half money line number on Bet Online, but I'm looking. I'm looking elsewhere to see if maybe we can possibly find one somewhere else. And let's see if I find us one. Because I like Hofstra in the first half only. Full game, to me, it would probably be a Delaware or bust for the full game. If you had to make me pick for the full game. Now, I'm still not seeing a first half number, but I don't mind the 3 in the first half. I'd obviously rather have a money line if it was attractive, if it was a minus 140 or minus 135, maybe 150 at the most. Maybe. All right, let's see. Yeah, minus 185 for the first half on DraftKings is not that attractive. But I do like Hofstra's first half number in the first half. Hey guys, give me 1 second, all right? I do apologize. Give me 1 second. I'll be right. All right, we're back. We are back. So, Hofstra, first half, laying 3. That is up on the board. I like it. Now, watch this number. If you can get the money line to a respectable 150-ish, I would not be opposed to that one. I would like it much more than laying the 3. Literally, a lot more than laying the 3. So, it all depends what you get. I see Texas Tech is playing like a bag of ass to start the second half. Moving right along, because we got time for another one. Maybe. Let me see if FC's ready. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm texting FC. All right, so it looks like FC is going to be ready here in just a minute. So we're going to bring FC on, and we're going to mess with the old man and see what we can do. Where's my live chat? No, that's a good number. 2.5's better. 2.5's definitely better. Let's see what Michigan State can do in the second half. They were down 5. They're down 2 now with the ball. They are getting out-hustled, outplayed, down low, outside. You name it. There you go. You get that open look. You got to make that shot right there. All right, let's see if he's ready. And see what we can do. See if he's ready. We're going to surprise him, but he's not replying to me. So when that's the case, Pack, he probably won't, just for the fact that he waits until weigh-ins to see who makes, weight cut and all of that. All right. Where is his number at? Dr. 9, where are you?
Hello, you there?
Ding dong.
Sorry, I was getting out of the shower. What's up?
Getting out of the shower?
Yep.
That's too much info.
I gotta go. I gotta leave soon. What's up?
Why do you always have to tell me that stuff? You call me
But
when
I
you're
always
taking a shit. You try and
No, I don't do that.
FaceTime me when you're in a porta potty the other day. Like, what the?
Nah, you lie. What's up?
What are you doing?
Good. Just getting ready for this event.
You gonna be?
About to kick off. We're gonna kill it, dude. I'm telling you.
You gonna be good to go live in about a half hour?
Yeah. We can go live in a half hour. It's fine.
All right. Well, what about now?
I guess. Are we live?
There's a little bit of echo. Are you taking a shit? Do we need to call you back?
No, I'm fine. Are you seriously calling me right now live?
Are you seriously taking a shit? Do you need?
No, I just got out of the shower. All right, we can do this. What's up? Is everybody there? Or are we seriously live? Or are you fucking with me again?
Well, I think we're live, but they're
All right.
lacking hitting the thumbs up button. So I say you don't give them anything until they start smashing that thumbs up button.
Yeah, they don't sound alive at least.
Well, Edward says I should FaceTime you.
Yeah, well, that would be awkward right now.
Well,
as I'm
we
in a
can
robe.
probably do a Zoom call through the Vibe Interactive board, and then I could put the Vibe board screen on the screen for YouTube. But yeah, that may get us kicked off YouTube if old Dr. Nine Fingers. Question, speaking of Nine Fingers, is it a disadvantage when you go to wipe your ass?
No, I have all 10 fingers. I just sliced one open pretty deep, but it's fine. It's still there.
It's still there? I don't know about that one.
Yeah, the full finger's there and everything. I'm telling you. I mean, it's it looks a little weird.
Getting murdered.
Yeah.
All right, so we are live.
All right. No notes in front of me. No nothing. Let's do this, man. What's up?
Dr. Nine Fingers, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Edwin wants to know, are you wearing a robe or a towel, or what's your deal?
Just a robe, actually.
You're a
Weird
robe.
question, but I'll allow it.
Pink? You wearing your wife's?
No.
Purple? Red
No, it's
silk.
white. Is that what you asked me?
Red silk.
So you asked it. No, it's white.
All right. So are you ready for tonight or what?
No, I think I am
Not
ready for tonight.
No,
So
you're not ready?
no, I'm ready. So obviously, as everyone knows, we've had some time off. We've had 4 weeks off. Well, last year was phenomenal. The year before that was great. Last year was better. We aim to make this year the best year. Every year, it's all about getting better. So in those 4 weeks, while a lot of people would have taken that time off, we revamped a lot of things. We looked at our model. We looked at where did we win fights? Why did we win fights? Where did we lose fights? We tried to crunch numbers and see where we went wrong, where we went right. And I think this year is going to be the best year that we've had so far.
Brother.
Every year's been great, but this is going to be the best one.
Keep talking while I got to go sign for a package while you keep talking. So keep talking to everybody.
All right. So this is going to be the best year. I don't have the chat up, so I can't read the chat, but this is going to be our best year ever. So 2 years ago, I think we walked away with like 86 point something units profit. This last year, we did a little over 100. This year, we're aiming to be in the 150 mark. So, and that's with Bellator and UFC. So I think this year we hit it. This fight card, I think it has a lot of. This is a weird ass fight card, and I'll tell you why. This fight card seems like a fight card that was put together to trim the fat in the UFC. You have some guys who are coming off, many guys who have 2 losses here, 2 losses there. Maybe they won a fight, and it seems like the UFC's like, put up or shut up. This is it. This is your time. You either go for it and win, or you're out. So a lot of these fighters have pressure on them. I can see the nerves. They're sweating. I can feel in the training, like the intensity level that even in the first fight, Brian Kelleher, who isn't in danger of losing his job, but Brian Kelleher, you can see him like really honing in. He's very focused. His face, his mind, when we're just talking to him, he's telling me things like, I'm getting older now. He is getting older. He's like, if I'm going to make a UFC run, this is it. This is what I have to do in order to make a UFC run. So he wasn't saying that a year ago. None of these fighters were. So outside of the main event is the only fight where it seems like the guys just want to fight. They don't care about their job. Every other fight, it almost seems like somebody in that fight is going to be fighting for their job. So this UFC is going to be a little bit of an awkward one, but we've approached it a little differently. We have solid plays on the board. You're going to get your money's worth completely with getting this card, and the max fight pick is a winner. We're going to start off with a bang. So
Awesome.
I have no idea. Okay, Kyle's back. All right.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm here. I didn't go nowhere. I was gone for 10 seconds. I just had to
okay.
accept an Amazon package that was shipped to the office.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So
yeah, I don't have anything.
What can people expect on the card tonight? Are there going to be some big surprises? Some big dogs winning?
Yeah, no, I think they're going to be. Well, there's a lot of close fights. If you see, there's a lot of pretty decently lined fights. There's fights that are lined they're just completely off. There's minus 300s that could drop the ball here. There's a lot of different things that are going to happen tonight. I think underdogs will be there for the taking. I think prop bets are going to be there. In talking to these fighters, that's one thing we do well is prop bets, because in talking to these fighters, like, I know if someone's been drilling a submission, I'm watching them all week, and if they're telling me they're going to submit a person, and I don't see them drilling any submissions, I'm like, yeah, bullshit. Like, you're not
right.
You're not going in there to submit anyone. So that's why it's great to be able to see them the week of the fight. So there's going to be some surprises. There's going to be a lot of nerves. There's going to be some knockouts, and there's going to be some submissions, because there are fighters who are going to go after it. And then there's going to be some fights where you're expecting a huge knockout or submission, and what's going to end up happening is they're going to be hesitant because they don't want to lose their job. They want to stay safe. They literally looked me in the eyes and said, I'm looking to win this by decision. So anything can happen. Anyone can slip on a banana peel. Anyone can take a wrong turn and get punched in the face, and it's over. And we do our best to try to minimize all those issues.
Well, so let's talk about the T.J. Brown and Rosa fight.
Okay. You talking about Charles Rosa?
Curveball right off the bat.
Oh, I don't care. I don't even have anything in front of me. Like I'm literally, I just sat down on the bed, so I was standing a second ago. All right. I'm not even at the desk in the hotel room. So T.J. Brown
sitting on the shitter. Now you're on the throne.
No. So T.J. Brown he's a big guy. He was originally supposed to fight Gabriel Benitez for this fight. That's a completely different fighter. What happened was Charles Rosa came in, and Charles Rosa, after his last fight, the UFC didn't necessarily cut him, but they didn't sign him. He was sort of sitting on the sidelines. I got to talk to Charles. He told me exactly the ins and outs of the negotiations and what happened. So we have detail on that. But what ended up happening is Charles Rosa signed for 4 more fights. And he knew that this year the UFC is going to be needing people. So he was actually petitioning Sean Shelby, who's the matchmaker in the UFC, to fight next week against a very, very big name. It would have been a great fight. Well, Sean just called him up because Gabriel fell out a week before the fight and was like, dude, 1 week up a weight class, can you do it? And Charles was like, I'm game. So that was sort of the condition when Charles signed, is like, I want to fight often. I want to prove to people that I'm the best. So that's what Charles is coming in with this, but he's only coming in off of like 3 days notice. Yeah, and he's fighting up a weight class.
He's a modest plus 180 dog.
Yeah. So, I mean, and the thing about Charles Rosa, so this is the very fascinating portion of this, is Charles Rosa was beat by Derek Minner. Derek Minner is a head case. The guy doesn't have any fight IQ at all. He's a good submission artist, gasses out like crazy. Well, Derek Minner went to Glory MMA. Glory MMA, James Krause, right? Glory MMA taught Derek Minner how to beat Charles Rosa. He dominated him in a fight. No one thought he would. Everyone thought Charles Rosa was going to come out and just steamroll Derek Minner. Everyone was betting the under. Everyone was betting Charles Rosa on that fight. And James Krause had a really great game plan. Well, what did T.J. Brown do? T.J. Brown went to James Krause for this camp. It was for Gabriel Benitez. Well, now steps in Charles Rosa. What does Krause tell me? I know how to beat Charles Rosa. I've done it. I fear that T.J. Brown has a very low fight IQ. He doesn't have a great chin, and he has a poor gas tank. James Krause literally just beat Charles Rosa with a fighter who wasn't as athletic as T.J. Brown, who has poor fight IQ and who has a poor gas tank. So it's just fascinating how the dominoes kind of play out. So in this fight, I actually think T.J. Brown wins the fight. How he wins, a lot of people are expecting it to be quick and easy, but Charles Rosa, he got hurt in a few fights in his last few fights, but he was able to hold on. He is more of a submission guy, submission from bottom. He'll accept bottom position. That's how he loses fights. He just, he likes to roll with people. He likes the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu side of it, and he likes to do it from the bottom. And a guy who is bigger than him, who can stay on top of him, hold him down, can get past him and can win a decision, because that looks great. The aesthetics looks great in front of the judges.
Well, so I thought he would have learned his lesson against old Thug Nasty.
Oh, I know. Well, that's the game plan. That's the exact game plan to beat Charles Rosa. You can beat him. You can beat Charles Rosa. He's a tough guy. Don't get me wrong. The guy, he's got a karate style. He's been training his ass off. But, I mean, T.J. Brown's bigger. The only thing about T.J. Brown is he's just stupid. Like, and I don't mean that to be derogatory. I know it sounded that way, but he just doesn't do the right thing sometimes. Sometimes he'll shoot when he should be striking. He'll hurt someone, and instead of piling on, he'll shoot. He'll punch when he should be wrestling because he's hurt. He just does things that just makes you shake your head. So to lay any money on T.J. Brown, I mean, you're going to be sweating. It's going to be he could make it. He could walk away looking like a minus 500 completely. He's bigger. He's got the right coaches. He's got the right game plan. His chin's not there, and Charles Rosa could catch him in a submission. So the things in there that are going to be good is, you know, Charles Rosa by submission and TJ Brown by decision. I do like the over in this fight, but those are the things we have it as a stay away. But yeah, I mean, these are the fascinating things you get in the write up. So I would urge you.
The write ups are phenomenal. What you put in it.
Yeah.
So
I would urge you buy the card, read the write up.
Before we end, because I've got to get running here shortly, and I know you've got to get going.
I got to get dressed.
By the way, Ronald Brown wants me to tell you that he really respects what you do. He started in the beginning of the middle of the middle of the season last year, and he's been on the cards ever since, and he absolutely loves it. So, what can we give the people who are watching?
Well, I mean, we could attack it. You want to? Well, I'll let you pick if you want. It's up to you. I mean,
all right,
we do first fight of the night. We can do that if you want. I don't care. I get paid by Cappers Direct, so
I know
it's all.
I do that. They're gonna. Be mad,
all I know is if you do that, when they ask what happened, I'm just gonna point to you. So no, you could do anyone.
Fight? How about we give them that one?
Okay. So Brito versus Bill Algeo. So I mean, Bill Algeo is. I know you got to go. I got to get dressed. But Bill Algeo's pumped for this fight. He's a fighter. He's a good fighter, but he's a fighter that's kind of middling. He wins against guys who you don't expect him to win against, and he drops the ball to fighters who are just a little bit better than him or a little bit more active. He knows that. He's expecting to be more active for this fight, but he's fighting this guy Brito, who, I mean, Dana has like put on Brito. Whenever you talk to Dana about Brito, his eyes light up. I don't know why. I've seen him train. I saw his regional tape. I talked to him. He's a very, very infectious kind of personality. He's a great guy, but you know, he's a little sloppy. The great thing about him is he'll go for takedowns all day. What does Bill Algeo suffer from? Takedowns. So I do expect this to go long. There's some people who are out there saying no. If you look at Brito's record, let's say we wiki cap this, like some people say, you're gonna look. Brito's got first round finish. It's just there. A lot of that. But who's he fighting? People that have 1-1 records. People that have 0-1 records. People that have 0-2 records. Those are the things he should be doing to those people. My worry with Brito is I think he takes round one. I think round two is going to be competitive, but he's probably going to take it with takedowns. And then I think round three, it's going to get sweaty because I think he's going to tire out. He normally has a good gas tank, but Bill Algeo, I mean, he's a guy that you take him down, he gets back up. That gets so tiring. Even if you have the best gas tank in the world, that is just tiring. So that's the worry here is I think the third round is live for one of them to get a finish. Outside of, like I said, a banana peel slip, but I really do see this going to decision. I think we see Brito win this by decision. I hate to say that because I really like Bill Algeo. I mean, all this week he's been great. He's a great interview. He's funny. He's just amazing. I mean, a good guy, and you could tell like he wants it. And he just had really bad matchups. And this one, he's got trouble with takedowns. He can catch people in submission, so that is going to be a worry. But Brito's aware. He's got a pretty good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. He knows what to do to stay safe. Anyone can catch anyone, but I do expect this to go long. So we have it. It's not crazy. We didn't go nuts out there, but we have it at, a quarter unit, 0.25 units for this to go over 2.5 rounds. And I think it's sitting like at minus 140, minus 145, minus 115.
Yeah, I put it in the in the live chat. I put the over 2.5 rounds on the fight for a quarter unit. It's right out of his fight card, guys. If you're not on his fight card, go get it. It's only a measly $29.99. You get every single fight on there minus the max fight pick. If you want the max fight pick, it's just $25 with the guarantee, much like guaranteed Saturday tonight. And there's 2 big guaranteed plays tonight. Max fight pick, guaranteed Saturday. And
I like this. I like this max fight pick. I think we have a different angle than a lot of people do on this whole entire card.
You absolutely do, and it's going to be a good one. So don't miss out.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Don't miss out, guys. And he was on a tear for the entire year last year. He had a couple small hiccups here and there, but we all do. And but for the most part, rock flipping solid. And if you want that again, go get it. Get it now.
I mean, if you love money, go get it.
The lines are perfect right now, so don't miss out.
Yeah.
Go get it now before I start betting more on it and we start moving the lines, or Ol FC does.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate your call. Call me more often when I'm in a robe. I'm feeling myself. This is good. I'm looking in the mirror. I like it, man.
Lord. Oh,
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Did you break out the tweezers and the magnifying glass too?
No, I have not.
You probably should, brother. Probably.
No. It's all good though. It's all good. And I'm not. That's funny. Yeah, but you caught me off guard. I like it. It keeps me on my toes. You seem to always do that, so it's all good, man.
He likes to be on his toes. Good to know. All righty. Well, we appreciate you.
Yeah, man. If anyone has any questions, let me know. We'll figure it out.
Well, good luck tonight.
Text me if you have anything, all right?
Everybody tonight. And if you're
we're
not
gonna
on the
kill
plays,
it, so I'm not worried.
Go get the combo package. You get a week of premium plays. You get a week of my personal plays. You get guaranteed Saturday. Get the UFC Max fight pick. And then you'll get the big Sunday NFL winner today. Or tomorrow, anyways.
Yeah, honestly, that's a crazy deal. I mean, I've had emails from people that just made crazy money off that. It's kind of nuts. But
oh, yeah. All right, brother.
I think
we love you.
All right, man. All right, bro. All right, bye.
All right, we'll chat with you. All right, the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. FC. Round of applause. I love giving him a hard time. And love scoring with him. So, yeah, over 2.5 in that one. Hofstra first half. Watch out on Twitter. I might post something later today. I am going to be at the hockey game, the Coyotes game with my daughter, with my 6-year-old, in the DraftKings suite later today. So maybe I'll be in a good mood and I'll post a play on Twitter. So if you don't follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle, go follow me on Twitter and let's have a good time. Get on board, guys, all right? Let's make a boatload of money today like we did yesterday, and let's keep the winners going. And don't forget that 3x3 deal. 3 UFC events, 3 guaranteed max fight picks for a low price of $100. Don't miss out, guys. We'll see you guys all live tomorrow, all right? We will see you guys all live in the morning.